What's up, everybody? How's it going? I'm just sitting here hanging out with my boy Bilbo, and we thought we'd bring you a little update now that the season's over. So, it's playoffs now, baby. Let's talk about the money, because I'm sure you care about that, and also where everyone landed. End of year payouts. So, for the two, maybe three people that read the rules, money payouts are as follows. The NFL Bowl champions, they get $425. The NFL Bowl runner-up, $225. The semifinals, those that make it to the semifinals, they get $50. Those that make it to the divisional round, they get $40. Consolation Bowl winner gets $40. That way, it keeps it interesting for all those guys that are in the piss poor bowl or whatever you want to call it. And then there's also a $70 breakout for Player of the Week. So let's transition to Player of the Week. All right. I could read all these, but I'll post them. That way I'm not boring everybody. But I will tell you, several teams got it twice. A couple teams only got it once. Several more teams never even got Player of the Week. But there's only one that got it 3 times, and it was Knuckles Deep. And each time he got it with Josh Allen. That's a pretty good pickup considering. So, bravo to you. Now, my predictions, just as a little, memory jogger. Via our last video, my predictions were the Buffalonian, Beats by Ray, Shipping Up to Boston, Reapers, Fantasy Queen, Texas Kickstanders were most likely going to be the ones in the playoffs. Well, I was wrong. So, who's not in the playoffs? Well, Knuckles Deep, Yank Me's are not in the playoffs. But also the Fantasy Queen's not. Texas Kegstanders still in the playoffs. Multiple Scoregasms in the playoffs. Buffalonian Shipping Up to Boston, Beats by Ray, all in the playoffs. Big Blue surprised me, and they just kicked my ass with the high score this week, so they made it in the playoffs. Dick move, Kevin. Dick move. All right, Dirtbag Bowl. Week 15. Before we start talking about Week 15, let's talk about those that are going to get a bye. All right? And this is the Dirtbag Bowl. So this is all those loser teams, which I'm one of. However, I was a good enough of a loser team. Oh, see, he doesn't even like that. He doesn't think I'm a loser. Of all the loser teams, the Reapers, my team, and Knuckles Deep, we did well enough to give us a bye. However, the boys will face off against And Then, and Yank Me's will face off against the Fantasy Queen. And then, whoever wins out of that will play the teams that I previously mentioned. But now let's get into the Dirty Dozen Bowl, the one that's got the real money payouts. In Week 15, Beats by Ray will face off against Big Blue. Multiple Scoregasms will face off against Buffalonian. That one should be interesting considering Multiple Scoregasms, I believe, just beat Buffalonian. But those that have a bye is going to be Texas Kegstanders from the Marvel side. And then the one that did the best on the DC side, coming out of nowhere with the number 3 overall pick of a tight end, is Shipping Up to Boston. I guess sometimes it pays to be a Tom Brady fan / Patriots fan. Congrats, Jots. You're doing really well. So, current draft order. Current draft order right now is the boys. They got the number 1 overall pick. It goes by record, and then it goes who has the least amount of points total scored. And that is the boys. Then, number 2 pick is And Then. Yank Me's with 3, Reapers with 4, Fantasy Queen with 5, and Knuckles Deep with 6. The rest of the draft order will be determined by the outcome of our Dirty Dozen playoffs. So, my question to you, to see if you've even watched this video and if it's worth my time and Bilbo's, is who will win it all? It can't be your team. So, for me, I'm going to say Shipping Up to Boston is going to win it all. He's had a great season. It'd kind of be a shame for him to fall flat on his face now, but we'll see. Yeah, as my wife, did you hear griping? Yeah, look at all the guys he's got. I kind of don't blame her. But for the person who's going to win in the toilet bowl, I can't say me, or else I would. Of course, I can't really win when Lamar Jackson gets 1 point. So yeah, I'll change it. I'm going to go Yank Me's. Yank Me's for the win. So when you're yanking yourself, you're always a winner. But that is everything, and I hope you enjoyed. And have a good night, guys. Oh, and best of luck to you in the playoffs.